Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing on this beautiful day, August 1st? Let me see if I can change. I just want to see something for a minute because the way my angles on my oh, this is crazy. Hold on, let me see if I can try to move around here. Like this is horrible lighting, right now that I have. But sorry for all the moving around. This house sometimes it's very. Let me see if I can get a little bit darker. Hold on. See if I can do it this way. Because the sun over here, you know what I mean. It's blinding in this house. But no, say hello everybody. Hope everybody's blessed today. Sorry all the moving around, but um, I was online watching these videos, and I was like about Dr. Umar, him begging online. So I wanna show you guys something. Let me see.
The Umar Ifat.
Let me see. Hold on a second. See if this thing works.
Pan-Africanism. This is your big brother, Dr. Umar Ifatunde Oguntade. Intercontinental Ifatunde RB Jesus. Coming to you live and direct from Philadelphia. I have a very important message. I'm only going to keep you about 5 minutes. I have a very important message. I'm only going to keep you about 5 minutes. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my continental Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Australian Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Caribbean Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Africans in Europe and Asia. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Brazil and my South American Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to Panama and Costa Rica, my Central American Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Canadian Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my New York, my Carolina, my Texas, my Phoenix, my Philly, my Jersey, my Maryland, my Baltimore, my Georgia, my Florida, my Arkansas, Alabama, Detroit, Chicago, St. Louis, Kansas City Africans. It's your big brother King Kong. I need y'all to listen up. I got a very important announcement. I'm only going to keep you a few minutes. This morning, I received a text message from one of my homies. He needed Dr. Umar to send him a couple of dollars. This morning, I received a text message from one of my homies. He needed Dr. Umar to send him a couple of dollars. I logged into my account just to check my balance because I haven't done so since I left for South Africa back on July 10th. Only to discover that I could not log into my account. So then I called the bank to find out what was going on. And the bank told me to enter my 16-digit card number. I did that. They told me they had no record of my account. The bank that I've been with since I was a teenager told me they had no record of my account. So then I called the bank. And the bank told me that my personal account, as well as the independent Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy account, have both been frozen. Both bank accounts have been frozen. And I was told that there is an investigation into my personal account as well as the school account. I asked them, was this due to suspicion of any fraud on my part? I was told that it was not due to suspicion of any fraud on my part, but I was told that it was due to suspicion of fraudulent activity. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access to my personal account and the FDMG account. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access to my personal account and the FDMG account. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access into my personal account and the FDMG account. Brothers and sisters, if you have sent a donation to FDMG, let's give it until the end of the month to see if this gets cleared up. They have given me no definitive timeline as to when their investigation would conclude. They have given me no definitive timeline as to when their investigation will conclude. If you have sent a check or money order donation to FDMG, let's wait until August the 1st, Black August, and see if this situation has gotten cleared up. They told me they sent me a letter to this point on July the 10th, the day that I left for South Africa. I was told that the timeline of suspicious activity was June 25th to July the 10th. I was told that the timeline for suspicious activity was between June 25th, that's when Medea went public. Everybody knows who Medea is. July 25th, that's when Medea went public. July the 10th, that's when I left for South Africa. July the 10th, that's when I left for South Africa. So y'all know my I believe Medea and Pastor Bussy were fraudulently trying to get into my account. And if we find out that's the case, they will be sued and possibly arrested, because fraudulent activity on a bank account is a federal offense. Fraudulent activity on a bank account is federal offense. Fraudulent activity on a bank account is a federal offense. Again, June 25th to July 10th is the period of suspicious activity. That is from the time Medea went public and I left for South Africa. Between the time Medea went public and I went for South Africa. So brothers and sisters, if you want to make a donation to FDMG, you must send it to PayPal. Hold off on the checks and money orders until the situation is resolved. Hold off on all FDMG Academy money order and check donations until the situation is resolved. If you want to make a donation to FDMG, send it through PayPal. Right? PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. If you want to make a donation to the school, hold off on checks and money orders until we find out what the hell is going on. The bank is investigating the fraudulent attempts on our account. If I find out Medea and Pastor Bussy had anything to do with this, I was told that they can be arrested for federal offense. I was told they can be arrested for federal offense. Now, with that being said, brothers and sisters, Dr. Umar has access to no money right now because my personal account contains all of my money. I only send it to Apple Pay and PayPal as necessary. So the Prince of Pan-Africanism, for the first time in my life, is without any digital currency. So for my loyal supporters out there, if you can spare a few dollars so I can take care of Queen Mother Ifa Tunde and myself until my bank account is frozen or canceled so I can get my money back and open up a new account, please hit my Apple Pay or hit my PayPal. My personal PayPal account is Umar the Psychologist at yahoo.com. So that's paypal.me/Umar the Psychologist. PayPal.me/Umar the Psychologist. PayPal.me/UMARTHEPSYCHOLOGIST. PayPal.me/Umar the Psychologist.
So, guys, I want to ask you something. What do you guys think about this situation and this Dr. Umar begging online for donations, whatever the case is? How do you guys think? What do you guys think about that? I think that that's weak. And no matter if, let's just say, for an example, this person or whatever stole the money, let's just, or people, whatever. You know what I mean, brother? Instead of you trying to ask people, make sure you get that money. Get a job if you don't already have one. Okay? And my thing is, if you're a speaker all across the world, you know, how much are they paying you? And you've been talking about the school for how long now? Like I said, I think in some ways he has, he really wants to do good. You know what I mean? And I really think he wants the school to eventually open down the road. If that ever transpires, who knows? But I just think it's kind of weak. You know what I'm saying? And it's like sometimes, like I said, I respect him. I think he's a very intelligent man. He's gonna be um, he's gonna be 51 this month, like August 21st, 1974 is his birthday. So it's a 50-year-old man, almost 50, 51-year-old man. Online saying, telling everybody his business about his accounts being frozen and so forth. So to me, I think that's crazy. And who knows if you was mismanaging the money for the FD, and for heck the name of the school is Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey School, like you said is in Delaware or something or whatever. But regardless, the fact is, you know what I'm saying. I think he wants to do good. You know what I'm saying. For You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, maybe you just mismanaged, the people's money that was giving you donations. And it's like, my thing is, there's other people I'm sure that have built schools or done things with schools. So it's like, bro, I don't believe you. And I think a lot of people don't believe you, bro. You know what I mean? And I would say this to anybody. I would say this to a white man, Asian man. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, to me, it's just, I don't get it. So I hope for his sake, that if someone did, do this and they was really being a messy person, that I hope if this is true, let's just say that they get their, they get punished for it. Let's just say. But if this is just a money grab for you to get more money because you mismanaged the money, from all those donations or whatever people did for you, or whatever happened, and who knows, you know, about the school, and my thing is like, it just does, just something seems very fishy over here. You know what I'm saying? And my question is, if you're having problems like this, what's going to happen if, let's say, the school gets built? You're going to have enough to pay the teachers? Who's going to be the principal? Who's going to, how many kids are you going to have in the school? So I'm just going to say this. Again, I hate attacking anybody black, but what I'm saying is, I've been watching a lot of these videos. I've been watching a lot of people make videos about this, and I'm like, you know what? I felt a certain way because I'm like, people today, they do like to be scammers and they do like to be liars. So, I just hope and pray that that whatever happens, I hope this is the truth. But I just wanted to show you guys, there's a lot of people in this world. I say this and finish up. There's a lot of people in this world that are scammers, that are liars, that don't care, that say they believe in God and they really don't. And they're just a bunch of liars and you know what I mean, and just trying to scammers and So I hope he ain't one of these. I've heard a lot of people say, "Bro, get a job." You know what I mean? You look weak. You know what I mean? He does. You know what I mean? Like, everyone has their issues in life, bro. But I don't know, man. I hope you figure out, your stuff one day, and hopefully maybe you can build the school the way you wanted to, and get black boys educated in the right way. Or, what I'm saying? I hope one day you can do that. But that's all I have to say. But feel free to check out my YouTube channel. Type in my name. It's Russell Mills, RussellMills, May 22nd, 2017. My first video was called Why Black People Settle for Less. So everybody take care, be safe, be blessed. Watch out for scammers in the world. All right, everybody. Peace.